Guilty, that's the verdict for Miami Beach officer on trial for beating a tourist back in 2021. But the consequences of his actions are not as severe as expected when the proceedings started.
NBC6's Christian Colón has been following the trial since it started and joins us now to explain what's going on here. Christian.
Yeah, the jury took about 2 hours to come up with a verdict, and after that verdict was decided, I looked to see Perez's face, and he was clearly disappointed. I also looked to see how his family was reacting, and they also looked disappointed since they had been joining Perez since day one of the trial last week.
For the last time, the state and Officer Kevin Perez's attorney tried convincing the jury to join their side. The big question was whether Perez committed battery.
This defendant punches him in the back of the head, and that's on his body on camera. Comes up to him and punches him right in the back of the head.
The state felt the need to remind the jury the trial was about Kevin Perez and not Delante Crudup, the victim. For the past 5 days, the defense has pointed out Crudup's criminal open cases in Washington, D.C. and Kentucky. Crudup was forced to testify, and anything he said in his testimony will not be used in his open criminal case in Miami-dade.
Delante Crudup was the bad guy, and Kevin Perez, a police officer, is the good guy.
The officer claimed his actions were justified because they believe Crudup was fleeing from police. But after 2 hours, the jury decided Perez was wrong.
We, the jury, in Miami-Dade County, Florida, this 8th day of March 2023, find the defendant, Kevin Perez, as to count 1 battery, guilty. So say we all, signed by the foreperson, Cedric Taylor.
Today, the jury said Perez was guilty on a battery charge.
Naturally, we're disappointed, but we will be exploring some post-trial motions with the judge regarding some comments during closing argument and the sufficiency of the evidence. We hope that the judge would have directed a verdict of not guilty when the motion was filed.
And Perez will be sentenced on April 21st. And tonight we are getting lots of reaction when it comes to this verdict. Miami Beach Police Department, his employee is saying he is suspended and we will follow our disciplinary process. And tonight also the state attorney is reacting to this verdict. She says today's jury verdict finding Officer Kevin Perez guilty of battery is a clear statement against the use of excessive force in making an arrest. In Miami tonight, Christian Colón, NBC6 News.